the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. With me, oh you know him, Shaquille O'Neal. You know this guy too, Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. And it's been disappointing lately for the Clippers. They're not going in the direction they'd like to be going at this point of the season. They've started to fade, maybe some fatigue setting in now as the schedule becomes a little more strenuous. And the Los Angeles Clippers, Kenny, one of the better teams in the league over the past decade. Powerful ownership, bright future as a franchise.
Yes, and bought for a record price at that time. The front office will be willing to spend on staff, scouting, and coaching, you name it. They want to just win.
And, you know, some franchises would have collapsed after losing Chris Paul, but the Clippers can attract talent because the market they're in. You know, Kenny, you live there, I live there, and they have that commitment to winning.
Yes.
And that'll take it up to tip-off. Let's go courtside. Thanks for joining us.
And now, introducing your Los Angeles Clippers. Starting at small forward, 6 feet 10 inches, number 8, Danilo Gallinari. At point guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 21, Patrick Beverley. Starting at center, standing 6'11", number 13, Marcin Gortat. Starting at the other guard, 6 feet 1 inches, number 23, Lou Williams. The other forward position, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Tobias Harris. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Clippers.
There is no better way to start off the new year than with the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And it's another road game for the 76ers. Things have really gone south on them. Over the course of the last 7 games, they've gone 1-6.
Yeah, and they're coming in this game also looking for payback after dropping the last one. They play each other just twice this season, and they certainly do not want to be swept.
Certainly not. And when you look at these two teams, they are very evenly matched. You know they'll want revenge tonight after losing the last game earlier this season.
A look at the 76ers starting group. Covington at the 3 and Saric at the 4. Crawford out there with Fultz, and it's Muscala in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Rejected by Harris. Beverley, the pass to Harris, lays it up and banks it in. Harris has got the scoreboard going with his first points of the night for Los Angeles. You know, Patrick Beverley, first-team all-defense, Smitty, back in 2017. He gets right in your chest. He is a tenacious defender.
He's hard-nosed. He's fearless, not just in your jersey. He wants to get under your skin.
Harris drives in. It's not going to go for him. Some solid defense from Saric. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Brett Brown. He said the focus defensively is going to be making things difficult inside. He wants to get them off the three-point line and make them take as many mid-range shots as possible. Kevin?
Thank you, David.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. Covington kicks to Muscala. Crawford passes to Fultz. Now Saric. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Creating a size mismatch in close. That's the kind of thing you're working for.
Now Beverly, and there's the pass to Williams. Back to Beverly. Right through the D for the layup.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Now here's Fultz, guarded by Harris. Here's Sharch. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
The mid-range area, perfect place to use your size advantage.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Williams kicks to Beverly. And Harris wide open. He shoots from outside off the mark. Harris has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Sharch. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steve, compared to when you played, talk about elements of the game that are now easier for the players than, like I said, when you play.
I think if you start on the floor, the game is less physical. There's no more handshaking. There's no more chucking. There's no more hard fouls when they're throwing you up against the stanchion. And then I think off the court, the travel. I started when we flew commercial, Kevin. Now every team is flying private. I think the travel is definitely easier for players.
Not only flew commercial, Smitty, but we used to fly in the first flight out every morning, like 6 a.m.
Yes.
flights after a game, after a night game.
I remember those days. The positive was you didn't practice a lot when you got to those cities.
Sharch nails them both.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Beverly finds Williams. He can't get that one. Nice D from Crawford. Now here's Fultz. D right on him. Gortat with the block. To the middle. Here's Williams. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Williams has got his first basket of the night.
Despite having a small frame, this is a big part of Lou Williams' game. Taking it up strong inside.
Williams against Crawford. Over Williams. Crawford's shot is good.
Love watching Crawford shoot the ball. The confidence he has in himself is what drives him.
And Beverly kicks to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Markelle Fultz. That's his first foul. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
Very consistent from long distance. Beverly a floor spacer offensively.
And so Crawford will bring it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 1. Fresh from a win against Portland.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Yeah, on the road, role players often have a harder time scoring. But on that night, it was just the opposite.
Now here's Beverly after the miss from Crawford. Beverly the pass to Harris. And Beverly kicks to Harris. Just 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Rebound by the 76ers.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Pass to Crawford. Pass to Muscala. Shoots over Gortat. Muscala misses. Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. It's stolen by Fultz. He kicks to Covington with the shot. Philadelphia getting another chance here. Pass to Sharch. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Fultz. Defended by Beverly. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
taking a look here at numbers for Gallinari, how last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
And the numbers, they back it up. Whether he can sustain this level of production, we don't know. But the arrow's pointing upward right now.
It's good from long range.
I love the patience Beverly has developed with the ball in his hands. Terrific find.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now here's Šarić. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
Harris, no good.
Obviously, this has been a tough quarter for him, but he's still trying to keep a positive mindset.
Covington kicks to Fultz. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And with as much news and worry that Fultz's jump shot has caused, you forget just how deadly he is going at the rim.
Yeah, has no problem cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. I tell you, Ben Simmons said he hates guarding Fultz in practice as it is impossible to stay in front of him. Just a very shifty player who uses his great handles to get into the teeth of the defense.
He's off on the first.
And the length and speed of Fultz makes him deadly. Excellent at shooting the ball and a super aggressive defender.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Robert Covington. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. That one misses. And the Clippers, it looks like, looking to create a culture change. A team whose chemistry makes it more than the sum of its parts.
You know, you can have all the talent in the world, but it's hard to win if people aren't pulling in the same direction. They want to create the right environment and then find players who fit.
Gortat misses.
That's one of his shots in his arsenal, but it was terrific rim protection.
Šarić looking around. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
And a brief check of the stats for Williams. How's the last month of basketball been for him? 15th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think. Now here's Williams. He had a 30-point outing their last game against San Antonio.
And no one on defense could stay in front of him. He continually got pummeled and kept getting back to the stripe.
Here's Harris. They lead by 4. Sinks the three-pointer.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
A different look for the Clippers. Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Harrell comes in for Gallinari. And Bradley's subbed in for Williams. Then for the 76ers, Amir Johnson's checked in for Muscala. Korkmaz comes in for Šarić. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Markelle Fultz. Now here's Redick. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. And here on our 2K leaderboard, you see a breakdown of the best free throw shooting centers and power forwards over the past month. Tobias Harris is second. In the third spot, Dario Šarić.
And a lot of these big men take the confidence they have in the paint straight to the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It may earn them a little extra space because you don't want to get physical with these guys. They can make you pay at the line.
And here's Bradley. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Basket, good. And the Clippers lead by 9.
Making good choices in the pick and roll game. Another area of Bradley's development.
Chandler against Harris. To end the drought. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. Puts up a 3. A rebound by Johnson.
Boy, this is rough on him. He wants to help out the team, which is playing well otherwise, but his shot just isn't there.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Harris looking it over. And the shot is long.
Well, if you're the coach, you're frustrated right now. That's exactly the look you're trying to get on offense.
And that one's good. Korkmaz. LA has gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. To the inside. Here's Harris from 8 feet away. He drops it in. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
Difficult to stop inside. Harris with the excellent feel and touch around the basket.
Here's McConnell. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Now here's Beverly. He has 5. Here's Harris. Harris missing again.
I mean, the mid-range jump shot, a lot of guys have a hard time knocking it down.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
I think it very well could be. That might be the game-changing play that helps push them over the top.
Here's Harris. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. It's good. 9 points in the game so far.
And you see there Tobias with body control to take the hit, still complete the play.
Chandler with the ball. Picked up by Harris. Tries it from 9. That misses off the backboard.
And that can't happen. Missing the wide open chip shot.
Mike Scott's checked in for Harris.
Mike Scott.
And there's the pass to Beverly. Here's the teardrop. And he lays it up and in. And it's a 9-point Los Angeles lead.
Beverly showing he can make things happen off the bounce.
Johnson. Good. And McConnell gets the assist. Johnson's got his second basket.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 7. The kick out to Scott. Just 5 on the clock. Bradley can't get it to go. The 76ers trail by 7. Here's McConnell. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Korkmaz, no good. And it's Bradley with the ball for Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
And that's what happens when you become too perimeter-oriented. If you're not hot, you don't score.
Well, when you force it all night, you don't get good results. Never really adjusted the game plan the way they should have.
Philadelphia with the ball. After the basket by Los Angeles. Chandler finds McConnell. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The 76ers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Clippers leading by 7. 36 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Bradley. Again, Los Angeles.
Explosiveness off the floor. Avery Bradley able to shoot over the contesting hand.
McConnell scanning the floor. Outside, Redick. No good from outside. Scott with the ball. Now Beverly, pass to Marjanovic. Over Johnson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Clippers ahead. They're up by 9. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
I mean, through one, you have to like the effort, especially on that defensive end.
There are several ways, as you know, to take control of a game. Getting stops is one of them.
Clippers leading by 9. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Amir Johnson, Wilson Chandler out there with Korkmaz, and it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Redick in at the 2 spot.
Bradley has put in a lot of work developing his offensive game, and the efforts paid off.
Stolen by Beverly. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, the Clippers are going in a new direction. Now, Coach Doc Rivers said, we had a shot. I don't think anybody understands how hard it is to win a title. Until you do that, you're going to be frustrated a lot and have to make tough decisions. Kevin?
Well, they're trying to make the right decisions to rebuild better than before, D.A. Thanks. Here's Beverly. Wilson Chandler making his last shot. Puts it up from 12. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Clippers. And then for Philadelphia, Robert Covington comes in for Korkmaz. And it's Crawford in for J.J. Redick. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Bradley, that's for 2. And again, no good by the Clippers. The 76ers trail by 11. Covington passes to Chandler. Crawford outside. Banked in off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. And Scott now, top of the key. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Johnson kicks to Chandler. Pulls it from the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Chandler's got 4 this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Beverly dishes to Scott. Bradley against Crawford. Now here's Bradley. Tight defense on him. Nice D from Chandler.
In over his head on the layup attempt there. Too much defensive pressure.
Gallinari against Covington. Pass to McConnell. Kicks it to Chandler. Inside. Here's Covington. Passes to McConnell. Chandler with the ball. Defended by Beverly. Chandler's shot, good.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Now here's Beverly. He's covered by McConnell. Here's Gallinari. Now the pass to Scott. Here's Bradley. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I can tell you right now, the coach loved everything about that shot except the result.
Chandler finds Crawford. You know, Steve, in the NBA, you know exactly how much your peers are making. Do contract numbers ever bring out animosity between players?
Yes, they do, Kevin. I mean,
really?
When you look at some guys, you see those guys starting to say, I'm putting up better stats than him, but he's making more money. And then it becomes the elephant in the room when the guys start to talk about it. They start not passing to each other. Yes, guys do know exactly what other players make, and sometimes there can become animosity between the two.
Oh, that's something. Now, here's Beverly. He's got 9, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
You see the quickness of Beverly, blinding speed in the inside.
The 76ers trail by 7. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's McConnell. It's deflected. And here's Gallinari. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's the floater. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play. And Danilo Gallinari, a 6'10 small forward. Steve, good size for his position, obviously.
Yeah, one concern is on the defensive end. It's his foot speed. But on the offensive end, he uses that size to his advantage.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Gortat's checked in for Harrell. Tobias Harris comes in for Mike Scott. Lou Williams is subbed in for Bradley.
One shot.
That free throw good from Gallinari.
Up and down career for Gallinari. A skilled forward with size has struggled because of health.
Timeout called the 76ers.
And this is what you got to do. I mean, if it ain't working, call timeout, try to figure out what you can do to fix the problem.
You know, also, it's just a chance to take a breath, regroup, get your mind set, and come back out fresh.
A moment now to see the numbers for Patrick Beverly. 8th in assists, and he's as opportunistic as anybody defensively, ranking among the top 15 league-wide in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride. Now here's Šarić. He's got 6. Muscala, the pass to Šarić. Another miss by Philadelphia. Clippers leading by 10. Down low, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
He is a big guy, and Gortat doesn't play the finesse game. This is a guy who's all about strength. Forget about laying it up there. He's going to take the power approach.
Williams against Crawford. It's Covington on the wing. Over Gallinari. Covington's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And it's Gortat finishing it off.
Gallinari, very unselfish, draws a lot of defensive attention, which often leads to open teammates.
The 76ers trail by 14. Crawford outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Harris. When you look at today's NBA salaries, Steve, do you feel the responsibility to learn financial management falls mostly on the players, or should the league do even more to help them find out about what they're going to do with all this money?
You know, I think it's the responsibility of both. I think the Players Association, also the NBA, and I think organizations as well. I think you look at it, we're all involved to get a chance to help these youngsters. It's not easy for a 19-year-old, 20-year-old to become a millionaire overnight. That's just not something that you're used to, and handling that, it has been a problem for some players in the past.
And that one falls for Jamal Crawford.
Jamal Crawford has won the Sixth Man of the Year more times than any other player in NBA history. Just might have to name that award after him before it's all said and done.
Both free throws good from Crawford. Los Angeles leading by 12. Williams kicks to Gortat. Got a piece of it. Harris up top. Fires for three. They get it again. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Markelle Fultz.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking them.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And Marcin Gortat, the Polish hammer, in the final year of a 5-year, $60 million deal. Greg, he's been worth every penny.
He has, but he turns 35 this season. He'll be motivated to earn that next contract, but now on the downslope, we may see his role evolve over the next few years.
And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 12-2 run here, good pace. Inside, Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The experience of Williams coming through there. Catches the defender slightly out of position.
You know, there are certain players who just seem to have a knack for putting the ball in the basket. Lou Williams is in that category.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loop shots.
And that one falls for Williams. And Lou Williams, not the biggest, not the most athletic, but Greggy finds ways to score.
Yeah, you know, whether he's creating space or creating contact, very few play that cat and mouse game better than Lou Williams.
Good on both.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And so Crawford will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 17-point game. Steps back and fires. Nice jump shot. Good. Crawford's got 6 here in this quarter.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
Williams with the ball, and Crawford picks him up defensively. The stupendous finish in traffic. 9 points for Lou Williams.
Good interior defense, but Lou Williams not to be intimidated, not to be denied.
Crawford against Williams. Crawford dishes to Muscala. Gortat with the rebound. Gortat's got rebound number 8 now on the night.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Now Fultz following Tobias Harris's 3-point attempt. And finished off by Fultz.
Oh, the athleticism from Fultz is off the charts. Turns on the jets whenever he's taken off towards the basket.
Now here's Beverly. He's got 11. Doubled by Crawford. Williams with a clean look, and he's good on the 3-ball. Williams has got 12.
That's all confidence right there. He knows he's in a groove, and they've got this team on its heels.
And the 76ers call time here. Well, Steve, talk about leadership. Some guys are extremely vocal. Name some guys that prefer to lead by example, that aren't all talk, but watch what I do.
Yeah, I think it comes out, I would say the first in mind, because he's never vocal, is Kawhi Leonard. Obviously, his play, he leads by example. I think Anthony Davis is another guy that stands out for me. I even look at Kevin Durant. I don't see him as a vocal leader, but I think his game and the way he leads his teams by example is one of those guys that can be leaders, but they can be leaders without being extremely vocal.
And here's Fultz. after Lou Williams was able to get the three to go. He makes that one drop, only his second in 5 tries.
You just can't allow Fultz to get around you. He's effective at using his handle to kind of maneuver around the defense.
Now here's Beverly. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Clock at 6. Count it. And that's 11 points for Tobias Harris.
Just a solid all-around jump shooter. Tobias working over that mid-range area.
Fultz the pass to Saric. He kicks to Redick. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Muscala dishes to Redick. The teardrop falls in. Redick's got his first points of the night.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
Now here's Beverly. Tight defense on him. Here's Williams, and it's blocked. And Redick, here we go. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Not just a spot-up threat. J.J. Redick showing the agility with the runner.
Down low, here's Gortat, and Gortat with the stuff.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
That's what happens when you get an excellent screen like that. He had plenty of space to slash right toward the basket.
It's Redick on the wing over Williams. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 16. Harris outside. Now here's Beverly, guarded by Fultz. They get it back from deep. Williams. Here's Marjanovic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
Redick finds Muscala. Redick surveying the D. From 12 feet out, and Fultz gets it to go. Fultz has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You see he's feeling it now. Shot looks much more in sync this quarter.
Beverly the pass to Williams. With some arc. Over to the wing. And Gortat kicks to Harris. And the Clippers making a switch here. Bradley's checked in. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Chandler's checked in. To the middle. Here's Bradley. Second shot opportunity. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Saric has got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the inside. Fultz hits that one. Nice pass, leading him to the bucket. Fultz has got 8 here in the quarter.
And even when the D is right up on him, Fultz can still get it done. Isn't afraid to shoot amongst the trees.
Harris. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now here's Fultz, guarded by Bradley. Just 5 to shoot. From deep 3-point range, and no good. And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. Here with Brett Brown. Now, Coach, it seemed like you guys came out a little flat. How do you get some energy for the second half?
You just got to go with the people that have energy. I feel like we are not the aggressors. We have to do whatever we're going to do through our defense, and so far it's been poor.
Brett, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. The Clippers have the edge here at halftime. They're leading by 16. Kenny, what did you see from them?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Not pretty to watch how they get torched in the low post, Ernie. When they were playing defense in the post, you know me, Ernie. Barbecue chicken alert, barbecue chicken alert. This team is going to have to up the pressure, play more physical in the second half, start a fight, throw some bowls, let's go.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome back. The calendar has flipped over, and so have we, into the second half of our broadcast. You look at Tobias Harris. He has really been playing well.
And through the first two quarters, they went to him repeatedly in the post, and boy, did he deliver.
Well, isn't it nice to have a go-to guy who can punish you inside?
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Williams and Gallinari out on the perimeter. Harris and Gortat are up front, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Man, piling up the points. You see Williams getting the shots he wants.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached this Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And now the 76ers on the break. Here's Crawford. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
Steve, Tobias Harris with plenty of stops in his young NBA career so far. You wouldn't guess it, though, from his talent level.
Year after year, he advances his offensive arsenal. He's become one of the most dangerous scorers in the game.
Fades away. The shot by Sharch, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Los Angeles. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Floats one. That's tipped.
And love how high Fultz gets on these rejections, utilizing his terrific length to spike shots back.
Here is Williams. 18 points for him. "13 feet away. It's rebounded by Fultz. The 76ers trail by 18. Covington in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
I'll tell you, the defense dodging a bullet right there. That's his shot.
Williams dishes to Gortat, and it's Gortat finishing it off.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
The 76ers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Gallinari against Covington. Pulls up from the corner. No good off the front iron. Clippers leading by 20. Williams finds Beverly. Williams against Crawford. Clock at 6. Outside Williams. The shot from 20 feet away. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Devin Booker and the Phoenix Suns. Then on Sunday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's going to be a bit of a measuring stick for them. See just how they stack up with a team that most would feel has the edge.
And Philadelphia calls time here. We often hear great players say, I want to be the leader of this team. But Smitty, is every great player actually cut out? Are they wired enough to be a leader and play that role?
No, not at all. You have some fantastic, phenomenal players talent-wise, but just not their role to be a leader. And then I think when you hear guys say they want to be a leader, 9 times out of 10, that's the guy that's not the leader. Because a leader usually just evolves. But when you start saying you want to be, you're probably not. You're going to lead by example. And then a lot of the guys, obviously, some of the best, they can take it to the vocal part. But you can't ask to be a leader. It just happens.
Needs to happen organically, doesn't it?
Yes, it does. Well, you talk about a professional scorer, that's Lou Williams. The former Sixth Man of the Year is instant offense.
First free throw is good. You know, Lou Williams is just getting more and more efficient year after year.
Yeah, he's starting to make threes at a high clip, a crafty finisher in the lane, and tremendous at working himself to the line.
And Philadelphia making a change here. McConnell's checked in. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
Another thing coaches love about Williams, he's a high percentage free throw shooter who gets to the line often.
McConnell passes to Covington. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Crawford's shot is good.
He's been locked in all quarter, really finding his rhythm.
Williams against Crawford. Williams kicks to Scott. Pass to Williams. Over Crawford. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. And it's now 22 points for Lou Williams.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
Here's Crawford. Scott pulls it in.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Covington with the steal.
And watching Robert Covington and how he plays out there, great 3-and-D guy, the ultimate role player on a team, and he just gels well with his teammates and doesn't force shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. Bradley's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Bradley. He has 6. Pass to Harrell. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. Harrell kicks to Williams. Over Crawford. Again, Los Angeles.
Extended the lead. This has been a great period for him offensively.
Johnson outside. Crawford outside. And it's blocked by Scott. Williams looking over the floor. Takes a shot at the elbow. Rebound by Muscala. Muscala's got his 4th rebound in this one. McConnell finds Muscala. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it. Muscala's got 4 points in the quarter.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
Now here's Williams. He's got 24. And he drops it in from the low post. Williams has got 14 points here in the second half.
You know, bursting off the screen, Williams makes a quick decision, takes it himself.
Now here's McConnell. He's defended by Harrell. And Muscala kicks to Covington. Three-pointer. Avery Bradley pulls it in.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
He wants to help his team, but when you're in position to finish, it's hard to turn that down.
And this is a guy that can get you stops, aggressive on the defensive end.
Also doing a good job of tracking the ball, contesting the mid-range jumper as well.
Now here's Crawford. 15 points in the game.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Outside Bradley. Passes it to Williams from past the arc. He can't hit that time. And Philadelphia the other way now. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now here's Crawford, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. Oh, wow, guys, doesn't look good. We've got an injury here.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
It's an unfortunate part of the game. Our thoughts and prayers are with him.
And the 76ers with some changes. Chandler comes in for Muscala, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford. Outside Williams, and there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for the Clippers. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia. Puts it up off the inbound, and Harrell with the lay-in. Good. Harrell's got his first bucket of the night.
You've got to give a ton of credit to the screener. That play easily opened up the easy layup for his teammate.
Here's McConnell. Buries it down low. Here's Bradley. He's got 6. The pass to Marjanovic. Williams kicks to Scott. The Clippers keep it alive. Pass to Bradley. Right wing. Second chance shot. And Williams with the basket on the assist by Harrell. 28 points for Williams.
Well, he can hit the three. He can drive it. Now you see what Williams can do from the mid-range.
Redick with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Fires from the line. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's 6 points for J.J. Redick.
The D gave him too good of a look right there. He rose up and knocked it down easily.
Lets a floater go. Shots good by Williams. And the Clippers lead by 21.
He's in control when it matters, giving them a tremendous advantage right here.
Chandler the pass to McConnell. Outside, Redick. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Marjanovic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his first foul. And the Clippers making a change here. Harris is checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Saric is checked in for Korkmaz. Outside Williams.
76ers foul call. Amir Johnson. That's his second.
For Los Angeles, they have been excellent at the free throw line. Here today, a flawless 6 for 6.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And that one falls for Williams. And Philadelphia making a change here. Fultz is checked in. And both free throws good for Lou Williams.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Fultz with the ball. He's got 8. Chandler outside. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got 4 assists in the game.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Now here's Williams. He's got 32.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Fultz with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. Chandler scanning the floor. Over Harris. Again, Philadelphia. And it's Bradley with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Pass to Williams. Double team on Williams. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Amir Johnson. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Lou Williams. Taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Williams. Gortat's checked in for Harrell. The 76ers also with a sub. Muscala's checked in. And both free throws good for Williams.
And he's been to the line much more here than he was in that first half. He's not playing nearly as tentatively as he was earlier.
Now here's Redick. He's got 6. Saric has the open look. That 3 off the mark.
Not a big threat from out there. You see why the defense backed off a little.
Harris's shot is good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Fultz with the ball. He's guarded by Williams. And Fultz gets it to go.
And this is an area that you like to see Fultz work on. If he can develop a consistent mid-range jumper, it's over for the rest of the league.
Now here's Marjanovic. He dishes it to Williams. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And here's a look at numbers for Dario Saric. He's been in good form here the last few weeks, averaging about 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Lou Williams. Philadelphia's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Passes it to Muscala. Here's Saric. The rebound by Gortat. Gortat's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Harris kicks to Williams. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Clock at 6. Back to Harris over Chandler. And again, no good by the Clippers.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
Here's Saric. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Saric has got 8.
Attacking on the interior, I like that attitude.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Fultz. Over Williams. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. That's 12 points for Markelle Fultz. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Los Angeles on top, just dominating this one. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. The 76ers trail by 20. And so in the game for the 76ers, Fultz and Redick are in the backcourt together. Mike Muscala out there with Saric. And it's Chandler in at the 3, the small forward. Now Beverly. Player podcast, something we're hearing more of, and it's a growing trend. Good idea, or do you think it could get some guys in trouble?
Kevin, well, some guys, it does a good job of helping their brand, and we love to see guys getting a chance to do other things off the court. And then there are some guys who get a little loose, and they reveal some secrets, or they say some things they wish they could take back. So I think it all comes down to the individual. You gotta understand media before you try to jump out and start doing these podcasts.
Well said. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Fultz has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Philadelphia. Los Angeles leading by 18. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge for an update on Jamal Crawford. David?
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the 76ers gave me the status. Right now, he's saying it might be a severely sprained ankle, which is something every player hates to hear. Of course, the schedule is getting extremely demanding at this time of the season, and that injury is only going to make things worse. Kevin?
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sidelines.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
4 on the shot clock. And here's Bradley from 3. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Coming down the stretch here, holding the lead. You like him to be more efficient offensively.
Saric against Marjanovic. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Beverly up top. Kicks it to Gortat. Feeds it to Harris. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Chandler.
With a nice combination of strength and elusiveness, Harris makes things difficult for the defenders inside.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
Slowly but surely, Harris continues to elevate his game. The shooting, the playmaking, the ability to make a difference.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gallinari's checked in. And Harris drops them both. Tobias Harris in his 8th season in the NBA and still just 26 years old.
Yeah, I mean, one season at Tennessee, and he has slowly but steadily improved each year. And, you know, he's gotten stronger, more consistent with his long-range shooting, and he's found his calling as one of those prototype small ball fours.
Now here's Chandler. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Harris inside. He's covered by Muscala. Redick against Bradley. And the pass to Gortat. And stolen by Redick. Saric inside. Harris is there. Saric, that's good. Clippers leading by 18. Beverly finds Gortat. Back to Beverly. Here's the teardrop. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
The shot by Saric, no good. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Gallinari against Saric. Lets it fly. And it's Gallinari missing. The 76ers trail by 20. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Here in the 4th, they've allowed just 4 points. Rejected by Harris.
You don't see a lot of block shots from Harris, so enjoy that one.
They get it back, and slam dunk by Harris.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
You know what? When you don't box him out, he will burn you for it. He threw that putback down with the authority.
Here's Muscala. The Clippers getting the bucket. Down to 5 on the shot clock. For the 3, Chandler. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them.
And this is one of those times where the coach has got to preach, be unselfish.
And we don't know that he hasn't. Maybe it's been falling on deaf ears. Guys taking ill-advised jump shots.
And Muscala kicks to Saric over Harris. The shot by Saric, no good.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
The 76ers shooting 43% from the field. Redick for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Gallinari's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Harris. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Harris has got 6 points in the quarter.
And you've got to give it to Harris, able to make subtle adjustments under defensive pressure.
Muscala dishes to Redick. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Now here's Beverly. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And that's rough. He did have 3 in the first half, but hasn't had one since.
The shot by Saric, no good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Philadelphia's gone ice cold from 3-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Chandler, nails it from the high post. Clippers leading by 22. Beverly the pass to Gortat. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. When we look, Steve, at big stats like double-doubles, triple-doubles, Are we becoming too enamored with that versus how it might affect winning?
No, I think we're always going to have those double-doubles and triple-doubles. I just think right now when you look at it, so many more possessions in games. That's why we're having guys average a triple-double or having more double-doubles. But he also give those guys credit. The game and those players, they're just better right now, and they're more equipped to be versatile. But I do think we still got to keep the emphasis on winning. When a guy can get a triple-double in wins versus in losses or double-doubles or any kind of stats, I think that should be a category of his own.
Robert Covington's checked in for J.J. Redick. Both free throws good from Gortat.
And at the offensive end, Gortat probably doesn't get his due. He's got a lot of moves, and he can finish with either hand. And his work on the offensive glass is more than capable.
Now here's Covington. He kicks to Fultz. No good with the triple. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Beverly up top, guarded by Fultz, and he gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Šarić. The NBA is so financially stable right now, Steve. What's it been like watching this growth for the league overall?
You know, I've loved it because I think the partnership has been phenomenal. The league is growing both for players and also organization. They've done a nice job of getting a chance to hammer out some of these issues to making it worthwhile financially for the league and also financially for the players.
Now here's Chandler following the missed shot by Tobias Harris, and he's able to get it back. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. Williams, he's checked in for Los Angeles. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the 76ers. And Šarić kicks to Fultz. Back to Muscala. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Fultz, no good. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Wednesday, they continue the road trip, heading out to Phoenix to take on the Suns. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And looking at the Wizards matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Now Beverly, after Markelle Fultz missed from long range. It's Williams with the drive. Sweet little floater. Williams has got 38 points.
The thing about Lou Williams, he sort of glides around, then suddenly he hits the turbojets.
Poked away, and there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his third foul of the game. For the Clippers, Marjanovic checked in for Gortat. Mike Scott comes in for Gallinari. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Here's Korkmaz. Another miss by Philadelphia. On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 14-4 run. And it's Scott with the jam.
Skying high, one of his advantages as a undersized 4.
And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Steve, looks like we may not have any more sleeved jerseys anymore as you look back. Is this the end of an era or the end of an error, a mistake?
Either way, I am happy, Kevin. I just didn't like the look.
I am too.
And I could imagine being a player, being able to try to shoot the basketball with sleeves.
It made no sense.
Not at all. So I'm looking forward not to see guys wearing, I would call it T-shirts.
Yeah. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Over McConnell. Gilgeous-Alexander, good. The 76ers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. McConnell with it. Williams picks him up. Chandler up top.
2 shots, gentlemen. 2.
Philadelphia. This is Chandler. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Steve, looking around the league, name a few current players who you think will go down as the greatest in their franchise's history.
Well, the one name that comes to mind first is LeBron James. In several franchises he's played for. Also, Dirk Nowitzki. Reason why, he's a fantastic player. He's only been with one franchise, the Dallas Mavericks. I think Steph Curry. I think Russell Westbrook. And I think James Harden. Obviously, in Houston, you have Akeem Olajuwon. He has a chance if he can win the MVP and keep playing at this level for several more years.
Good examples. Now, here's McConnell.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Clippers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Lou Williams.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
And it's the 76ers with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Harris. Passes it to Scott. 5 to shoot. From 12 feet out, Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Now the 76ers on the break. Chandler leading the charge. And the pass to McConnell. Pulls up. And the rejection by Marjanovic. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Lou Williams, you made some big shots to get the win tonight.
I just wanted to stay aggressive. You know, shoot or shoot. That's what we're supposed to do. I've always been a confident guy. Never got down on myself, so I just continue to be aggressive and just concentrate on the first shot.
Lou, nobody has ever doubted your confidence. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.